Hi everybody, it's Catherine from In the Pink Designs. My project today is a box that measures 6 inches by 3 inches by 1, and it's a 2-piece box, and inside is a Kinder Bueno. Somebody asked for us to do a box. I'm sorry I don't have your name right here. I know I have it in my email. But I could only find the 2-packs. I don't know if they make a 1-pack with the Kinder Bueno. But it's a little bit larger, but I pinched the top a little bit just so that without making the 1/16 of an inch, it'll still come on and off very easily. I used a stamp set from the annual catalog, which is Sunny Splash, and it has 4 bathing suits and 1, 2, 3, 4 sentiments. I think it is really cute. I made 3 of the bathing suits, one from So Saffron, one from Polished Pink, and one from Balmy Blue. So what we need for this project, is a piece that is the matte piece on the back of Polished Pink that is 4 1/8 by 2 1/8. And then a piece of Pear Pizzazz that is 4 by 2 that we use the Hive embossing folder. This is new from the annual catalog also. Alright, so I embossed it with that embossing folder. Okay, we need a scrap of So Saffron for the sentiment. We need a piece of basic white for stamping. And then for the actual box, the bottom of the box I made from Polished Pink, and it is 8 by 7 inches. All right, and for the top of the box I used Hues of Happiness DSP, and it is 8 by 6. All right, so we're going to make the bottom of the box first, and then we'll make the top. All right, so let me get my Simply Scored. Okay, and I saw the new holiday catalog. It is gorgeous. I ordered just a few things, so I should be getting them by the end of this week. So maybe I'll have it in a video at the end of the week, but it might be Monday because I'm not sure when I'm going to get it. Excuse my dog playing with the toy. All right, we're going to start with the bottom of the box, and it is from Polished Pink, 8 inches by 7 inches, and we're going to score the 8-inch side at 1 and 7, and then switch it to the 7-inch side, and we're going to score at 3 and 4. Alright, and now I'm just going to score the top of the box, and we're going to start on the 8-inch side. And if your box has a pattern, you want the pattern to be up and down when it is on the 8-inch side. Alright, so on this part, we're going to score the 8-inch side at 1 and 7, and then the 6-inch side at 2 1/2 and 3 1/2. Alright, now I'm just going to fold and burnish. Okay, and this is the 8-inch side, and all we're going to do is cut these tabs, and that's it. Alrighty, so turn it so that the 6-inch side is this way, so I guess it would be in portrait mode, and there's a 1-inch strip on the top and a 1-inch strip on the bottom. We're going to go to the first score line and cut it straight to the first score line, skip the square, and the next score line straight to the first score line, and then we're going to wedge both sides of the square. Okay, and turn it 180 and do the same thing. Okay, so that's what your bottom should look like after you've scored it and cut it. All right, so now we're going to do our top, and we're going to put it in the long way this way. This time it's 1-inch strip at the top and the bottom. And we're going to go to the first score line, cut it straight to the first score line, skip the square, the next score line, cut to the first score line. And then we're going to wedge both sides of the square. Okay, I'm going to turn it 180 and do the same thing again. Alright, and this is what the top of your box should look like after scoring and cutting. Okay. Alright, now we're going to put the bottom together first. And this time I'm going to use liquid glue. Just because of the way the box goes together, it's gonna overlap, so I just want the maneuverability of liquid glue. Alright, I'm going to put glue on both these little tabs, and I'm going to attach it to one of the sides. And the edge of the rectangle should be straight with the score line on the tab. Okay, and just make sure you attach it to both sides. I'm sorry, it's to the same side. Okay, and then we're going to put liquid glue on the rectangles. And these will go over the rectangles on this part over here. Down, just make sure it's as straight as you can get it. On the sides here, the top and the bottom sides. The back, whoops, might be a little short of the edge just because of the score lines. Makes it a little bit shorter. Okay, and that's your bottom. Okay, now we want the front of our box to be the part, if it has a direction, we want the front to be the part that has the pattern going up. Now, you don't really see a lot. We cover up a lot of that, so if you want to cover up, make this the front so you'll cover up the upside down, that's fine too, whatever your choice. But we have to attach the tabs to the back. So I'm going to pick this as my back. So I'm going to attach my tabs right to that. Just make sure that the tops here meet up. The score line and the top edge of the rectangle. Okay, and the other side. Okay, and then we're going to put glue on our sides. Alright, before we glue the sides, I'm so sorry about that, I screwed up a little bit, so I'll pull that off, which might be a mistake, but it's okay. Alright, before we do the sides, what we're going to do is we're going to pinch in the sides of the bottom a little bit. So I'm going to put my Kinder Bueno in there, and I only want to do it at the top, okay? I'm just going to pinch it in. It doesn't have to go all the way in. It's just so that when we put on, make sure which way is the front here. When we put our top on, I want to be able to close it. And this is going to be a little bit less. See, this is about double the amount that was on left from the back of the edge here. I'm going to do that to both sides. And then this should ensure that it will open nicely. Okay, and then make sure you take it off. See how nicely it goes on when we have that little bit of a pinch at the top? Just make sure you take it off after you glued it and it's set a little bit, because we don't want it, if there's any glue that seeps out, we don't want it sticking our box together forever. All right, so this one goes to this one here. Okay, so now we're going to let that dry. And we're going to do our stamping. So we need our piece of basic white. And we need four actually. We need polished pink, balmy blue, so saffron, and tuxedo black. So we're going to do, first we'll do well, it doesn't matter. Let's do the So Saffron first. And I did the So Saffron with the one that has a little bit of a little frilly edge on the middle. Great. Okay, so that's the So Saffron. I don't know if you can see. This one has a little bit of a frilly middle right there. Okay, and this is the one I'm going to be doing with the Balmy Blue. Okay, and the last bathing suit is the polka dot one, and I'm going to use polished pink. I feel like they have the sailboats for the guys and the pretty bathing suits for the girls. This catalog for summer. Great. I wanted to do another project with these for Father's Day, but the stamp set has already sold out. So I won't be able to do that. It was popular, I guess, when it went on the last chance. This sold out pretty quickly. The dies are still available, and I believe the DSP, but not the stamp set. So I have to do a different masculine Father's Day. All right, so let me just cut this off, and I'm just going to fussy cut the bathing suits out. Now, if you don't want a fussy cut, you can make this piece that I did the embossing, the pear pizzazz piece, you can make that with basic white and not have to cut out the bathing suits. All right, now we need our piece of polished pink that is 4 1/8 by 2 1/8, and our embossed piece of pear pizzazz that is 4 by 2, and this is embossed with the Hive embossing folder. And I'm just going to use liquid glue to glue this embossed piece down to the polished pink piece. And there's only about a 1/16 of an inch border all around. Okay. All right. Now I need some dimensionals. I'm just going to use my edges. And I'm going to put the polished pink one in the middle. And then the Balmy Blue on the right, and the So Saffron on the left. Okay, sorry if my head was in the way there. Alrighty, now hopefully our box is nice and dry. Yeah, I don't feel anything sticky. And I'm just going to slip it in. Okay, and then we're going to glue this right in the middle here. And while that dries, we're going to use our scrap of So Saffron. And we need tuxedo black ink for this. And I'm using the sentiment Hello Sunshine. And I have a habit on this one of getting the edges. Okay. So I'm just going to put it towards the middle. Great. All right, and then I'm just going to cut it kind of close on the long sides. Oops, this is a little crooked. I should probably... we go. Okay. And then I'm just going to use my scissors. Now this piece probably right there. And this piece right there. So the piece that I stamped on lands up to be about 2 5/8 by 5/8. But you don't have to have it like that. You can put it however it lands up or however you like it. And I'm going to use the Banner's Pick-a-Punch. And I'm going to do the end of the sentiment with the flag. Green. And then the other side with the pointy. I'm not sure what that is. What the name of the arrow, maybe? All right. And there we go. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some dimensionals on the right-hand side and a little bit of glue on the left. So I have a little bit. I have one and these left. So I finished up the sheet. Take that off. And then I'm going to just put a little bit of glue right there. And I'm going to have it about 1/8 of an inch up from the very bottom of the top and have the tags just hang over just a tiny bit, just a little bit off the end. All right. Okay, now for the final touches, we're going to use a double strand piece of the polished pink open weave ribbon, which they carried over, which I'm so happy about. I'm going to make it a little shorter. This is about, I'm going to make it 14 inches, doubled. And I'm going to just make a little bow. Yeah, that's good. And then I'm just going to trim the ends. I'm going to decide which side I like, and I'm just going to glue it down. Okay, now for the final touch, I'm going to put one of these Glossy Dots assortment at the edge of the sentiment. This is actually Gorgeous Grape, Melon Mambo, Daffodil Delight, and Pool Party. But I'm going to be using the Pool Party because it kind of goes. All right, and I don't think, I didn't leave as much room, so I'm going to have to probably take the middle piece. And I might need to use the other side because these are pretty sticky. Oh, I got it. All right, and I'm just going to put it right on the tip of the pointy end there. And that's it. If you have any questions, my email is below. And I am a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator, so if you would like to purchase any of these products, my website is at the top of the page, and it's also linked below. And my blog is linked below that will have all the measurements. All right. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you next time. Bye.